What's up, YouTube? It's Davao Tones back again. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about foreigners or Americans specifically um, who have overstayed in the Philippines. Uh, it can be a big problem for some people, for most people, for everyone. If you have overstayed your visa in the Philippines, uh, they don't like this, the country doesn't like this, the penalties are harsh. You could end up in jail. Um, If you haven't watched my videos yet, I got to the Philippines when I was 22, uh, just before my 23rd birthday. After my first year, I kind of lost everything. My plans didn't go as expected, and the second and third year I was in the Philippines, I was a complete overstay. Um, and by the time I had the money to pay, uh, it was already too late. My fines and fees started racking up and I didn't know what to do. Um, so inevitably I went home, and upon going home or trying to leave the country, I was faced with either being arrested and detained um, in the airport, or staying put, because I couldn't figure out how to go about fixing this before I left, which it is possible, and I know a little bit about that too. I'm gonna put it in the next video, and I've got a friend who's in the Philippines now, and he founded the Association of Foreigners in the Philippines. During COVID, his son ended up in this situation and was stuck in the Philippines because he was an overstay due to COVID. My circumstances weren't the same. COVID had nothing to do with it. I was there between 2012 and 2015. I just went over there as a young guy, had a bunch of savings, and expected to be able to start a business and survive, and it didn't happen. So I found myself in a bad predicament. I also didn't entirely know whether or not I'd be able to work, or if there was some kind of job I could do possibly under the table. And you can't work in the Philippines for the most part, unless you really know somebody who's doing well and has good businesses going that may give you an opportunity. The chances are slim to none. So don't go over there expecting you're just going to be able to work and make your way like people do coming to the United States, because that doesn't happen. It's not going to happen. So if you find yourself as an overstay, and I think this is more of a long-term overstay. I think if you're just a few days late on your visa, you can go get it straightened out relatively easily. But if you're a long-term overstay, or you've overstayed for months or years, and you don't necessarily have the funds to fix your problem, or don't have the funds to hire an attorney, because you may need an attorney, you may need an agency. I'm going to explain the process of what to do to exit the country without being arrested. Okay. When President Duterte became president, I seen in the Philippine news that he was cracking down on foreigners who were there illegally, of all nationalities. And I seen quite a bit on guys getting in trouble for different crimes they were involved in. The Chinese were involved in a lot of stuff. I seen a British guy. I've seen a few, but I seen guys get arrested and put in jail simply because of their immigration status, and it's simpler than that. So the U.S. Embassy will not give you a plane ticket home. That is a myth. I got myself into a situation and went to the US Embassy and asked them for assistance getting home. And they told me flat out, not even in any other terminology, it was just flat out, sir, we are not an ATM machine. You cannot just come here and ask us for money or for a ticket when you need to get home. What they did do for me though, and I had a hard time, I was just trying to research it so I can give you guys the exact form and everything. I couldn't find it. I can go through some of my papers and see if I can find it, but inevitably what you're doing is you're going to the embassy. You have to call ahead and set up an appointment. They don't accept walk-ins. You go in there and you're asking them for a waiver to be able to take to the Philippine Bureau of Immigration and waive your debt. They're going to give you and you need a plane ticket when you're in the immigration building, to show them that you're actually leaving. Otherwise they're not going to sign off. But you have to book it like a week or two out, maybe a month out, because it could take days or even weeks in the Philippine Bureau of Immigration. So if you're not staying in Manila already, go up there and find a place to camp out. I know that the U.S. Embassy has a place in a building in Cebu now, from what I've seen, but you have to be in the Philippine Bureau of Immigration's head office, which is in Manila. So you're gonna go to the embassy on appointment, go in there presentable, don't go in there, trashy, nasty, because I'm not saying anyone is, but I know there are some people in different situations. Try to get, cleaned up and presentable, go in there and tell them your situation, why you're stuck in the Philippines, and what happened to put you in that situation. And what you're gonna do is tell them that you've fallen behind on your visa payments, you're an overstay, you're there illegally, and you need to get home. You have to be able to produce your own plane ticket. Whether you call home and borrow from a friend or a family member, whatever you have to do, you have to produce your own plane ticket. So when you go in there, they'll give you that waiver. You'll take that to the Philippine Bureau of Immigration and present it to them, and that will temporarily waive all your fines and fees and your hold in the Philippines, because if you owe anything to the Philippine government, there is going to be a hold on you trying to leave the country, and you could be arrested. Even more so, we'll go as far as saying you can and will be arrested. The Philippines most likely isn't going to excuse me. The Philippines most likely isn't gonna come hunt you down. When I was there illegally, I rode a motorcycle. I'd been through checkpoints. I've been stopped on my motorcycle, asked to see my passport, asked my legal status. I was let go. They're not gonna, most officers, police officers and whatnot, aren't gonna have the time nor the patience or even want to go through the hassle of trying to get you removed, unless you do something crazy that gets you in trouble and are arrested. They will remove you. Back to what I was saying though, is that you're gonna take this waiver to immigration, get your plane ticket. Now the first day when you go in there, I wouldn't book my plane ticket yet. Talk to somebody in there at their offices and find out when you should get your plane ticket. Have them advise you. They're gonna assign you an officer, and you will go through a process of signatures. You're gonna go from desk to desk, window to window, rooms. They're gonna send you upstairs. It's gonna be a big chicken hunt. It's gonna be crazy. And when you finally do get that signature, have your plane ticket booked for a few days out, and then you exit the Philippines. Now, when you exit the Philippines, you are going to be blacklisted, and you're going to be blacklisted until you contact the Bureau of Immigration in Manila and start the process to have that blacklist removed. Now, once you have that blacklist removed, you're going to get banned for 5 years. I am currently banned for 5 years in the Philippines, and they will allow you to pay a bond on that ban, similar to bonding out of jail in the United States. Once that ban is complete, you will receive your money back. Considering you don't owe anything or whatnot, it's the Philippines. I imagine I probably am not gonna get back the money that I paid. That bond cost me 75,000 pesos, so roughly $1,500. And that's you get back the actual fee is 50,000 pesos, $1,000. The other 25,000 is a processing fee. So you'll get the 1,000 back. Supposedly, I'll find out whether or not that's gonna happen. And I'm currently in the process of waiting for my blacklist removal or my bond paperwork to come back so I can re-enter the Philippines. And I'm gonna go through and do another video next, probably here shortly, on the entire process that I had to do to be able to re-enter the Philippines. But to start with, you have to be able to leave the country. I'm also going to do another video on what to do if you're trying to get your your blacklist or your overstay fixed while you're still in the Philippines. That is to come as well. But for now, before I start my travels, is we are getting ready to go to Vietnam and wait for my paperwork to come back from the Philippines. And then I plan to re-enter the Philippines and go over there and live again. I love the country. I love the people. I went over there very young, and it's a big part of my life. My children are half Filipino. With everything going on in the United States, the politics, the unrest, the civil unrest, the fighting amongst each other, it's growing very exhausting to live in the United States, and I'm going to do more videos on that too to come. This is just the beginning, the restart of my YouTube channel. So if you like the information I'm putting out and you want to know more, please like and subscribe. Once I get to the Philippines, I will be doing videos on everything that me and my wife and my family do there, just to kind of show how things work and everything like that, things that you can and can't do if you're living over there long term, things that work, business wise. My wife's gonna open a series of businesses when we get there. Me myself, I am retired. I'm not really gonna be hands-on with any of the businesses, but obviously if it's a part of my wife's life, it's gonna be a part of my life. But yeah, definitely more big things to come for the channel. This is just the start, and if anybody needs to learn anything or any guidance on anything while living abroad or in the Philippines, specifically Korea, I've got some knowledge on Korea. I'll have some knowledge on Vietnam. I've got friends there living and working. Please feel free to reach out through comment or even email and contact me, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I notice it's there. But for now, that's it. If you guys have any questions or anything, just leave me a comment, and again, please like and subscribe. This is Davao Tones on Philippine visa overstays. Have a good day.